Hello everyone, this is my reaction to yesterday's ISC. It was all about first-person gun handling and gameplay.
We obviously have a bit more of a complex system with our magazines. So we obviously have magazines on the suit and we also have magazines in your backpack. So for Alpha 323, reloading is kind of two parts. First you've got your backpack reloading and then you've got your ammo repooling.
What you can do now is pull additional magazines from your backpack at the cost of an increased reload time.
It is a reload, but it takes a little bit longer. It's going to play a very simple animation. So the combat flow isn't broken, but you still need to think ahead because this long reload duration can be painful in the combat if you're not careful.
I was very surprised when CRG showed us backpack reloading last year's CitizenCon. I like this idea very much. Yes, it might be a little bit unrealistic, reloading from your backpack instead of your ready magazines where you are now empty, but this makes the game much more fun, much less interruptions, much less time sinks. I am all for it.
So you've got 15, 15, 15, you've got 3 half-empty magazines. The idea being is you just hit a key binding, the animation will play like a rummage, and basically those magazines will condense down into full magazines and then automatically discard the empty ones.
Let's say you have 4 half-empty magazines, you can combine them to have 2 full magazines. Most games just don't care, there are games that care, and of course it's realistic that you have to combine magazines. I just hope it won't be a long and boring animation.
When I've been watching CitizenCon, and we showed the new recoils, one of the biggest feedbacks was, those are laser weapons. They don't have recoil. Laser weapons in the first place, like we have them, are really unrealistic for themselves, right? There are no big laser projectiles that come out of weapons. So giving them recoil is very sensible for a game. I think getting rid of recoil in that sense is just boring gameplay. I think you need recoil in order to balance the game and make it fun for everybody.
And here I was happy about the changes, and now we have this, trying to justify that laser guns should have recoil because of reasons is really, really bad. Instead, why not try to balance different weapons, say laser and ballistic guns, by giving them advantages and disadvantages? Don't put recoil on every gun because it's the only thing you understand. And while we are at recoil, we have the shoulder-fired railgun in this game that fires a very powerful projectile. It can destroy ships in a very few hits. This thing would have a terrible recoil. You would break your shoulders, you would fly 10 meters back. Why use recoil? Only if you want to. And maybe if we ever solve the energy storage problem, maybe laser guns will make ballistic guns obsolete besides a few niche applications. Laser guns are quiet, have no recoil, very high speed, no need for deflection shots at FPS combat ranges, don't need a long barrel. And before someone says there's also light pressure, yes, but it's very, very weak. You don't suddenly slow down when you turn on the lights in your car.
The graphics guys did an amazing job at implementing the shaders for these, so the scopes just look way more realistic than they used to be. Nice reflections and a parallax effect. This is something different.
I like the idea very much that we can use the scope and still see our surroundings, and this scope looks much better than what we had in the past. We had scopes that were overloaded with lines, with very bright lines that were terrible at night. I hope we can adjust the brightness of the scopes.
We're obviously going to do things in the future, like when we get wear and tear in, apply wear and tear to when you shoot those things, because we still want that to be a believable experience.
I don't like wear and tear in games because most games that have wear and tear are way overdoing it. I remember, for example, System Shock 2, you had a perfectly well assault rifle. At 10 health, you are firing 50 shots and the assault rifle was almost broken. While in real life, you can easily fire 2000 shots through an AR-15, not at once, let's say in a day, then you just clean it and the gun will be in perfect conditions. Since this is CRG, I fear CRG will totally overdo it. I hope I am wrong.
Bullet blocking is an issue. It will literally be gone from like grenades and magazines and everything like that, so even backpacks.
Flick and I test this a lot. Pretty much everything you're wearing on your body is totally blocking shots. Backpacks, med gun refills, guns for the most part, magazines, picos, Francis, blushes. Yeah, I hope that one fine day this will be gone. Also, watch the outro. This was my reaction to yesterday's ISC. Let me know what you think in the comments below and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. And now I have a Hercules plushie. Let's see if this thing blocks bullets too. Fire when ready flicker. Yeah, take no damage. No damage taken. That's too funny. It's a plushie and it's blocking all damage. Can you shoot one more time? I'm using third person view. Doesn't matter if you use ballistics or energy guns. This was a ballistic gun, it was a P8, and now a ballistic pistol. Shoot please. Let me check this out. Yeah, it took no damage. Even though it looked bad, but I take no damage. Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter. My Twitter account is Camural_SC.